It seems to me that the pay for the jobs we do is maybe a little bit better than what the market usually pays. You know, benefits are, I think, really good. They have health care, and we just had an employee meeting this morning where they talked about our 401k, and the guy who runs our 401k was saying, you know, that he doesn't see any companies in his 13 years of experience that put 7% of, 7% into our 401k, that usually it's more like 3 or 4%, and so that's pretty good. You know, it's a little difficult for me to compare it to a lot of other places to work, just because on the one hand my background is in music and in working in the church, so I have a little bit of, I had some experience and some expectations of what that would be like. You know, that for some of the guys who work here, it's a little bit more of a culture shock to come into a place that, you know, where the primary goal is, isn't just to make money. But I also didn't have really any full-time business experience before I got here. You know, I've kind of started to learn along the way that it's not like this in all other companies. The one question I get all the time is, what's it like working with a bunch of monks who don't talk? Because people have this conception that the monks have a vow of silence. And indeed, you know, before there were some reforms in the monastic system in the 70s and 80s, there was a much stricter rule of silence. But they've never had a vow of silence. It's always just been a rule, something that they try to adhere to, but the two places where they are allowed to talk as needed are any time that they're doing work and any time that they're visiting with outsiders. So, you know, I find that they actually, some of them tend to be quite talkative in the bakery and in the accounting office, and you know, because that's an opportunity for them to talk about how the bills are doing this week, or you know, to ask about politics, or just to, you know, talk with an outsider about what's going on in the world. In fact, sometimes I have to be careful that I don't let it interfere with my work.